Welcome back to another Jay's Call video, and today I'm reviewing Marvel Legends Captain America Civil War Vision. So I think this is pretty cool. This came back out in 2019 for the Avengers Endgame Wave 3, and at the time it was another member to add to Team Iron Man, because I don't think they ever made this particular vision for that movie until this point. And ever since then, in 2024, I believe, we had all the Infinity Saga Wave 2 figures come out, and some of those guys were Iron Man, War Machine, and the Spider-Man from the original Wave. I believe those came out. And so here we had Vision. And then also in 2022, we had the Black Panther Legacy line with the Black Panther from the original Civil War wave. So that's 5 out of Team Iron Man. I really hope they make Black Widow to finish off Team Iron Man there. And then also Hawkeye. We never got a Hawkeye figure back then. I don't know why. I want a Hawkeye figure. So yeah, but I think it's pretty cool that they keep adding members to Team Iron Man, and hopefully we can finish it off one day in the future. Anyway, with all that down, let's take a look at the package. Taking a look at the package, we got the Legends logo right there. You got the Build-A-Figure Thor title up there. You got Vision in the box. It says Captain America Civil War. It says Marvel's Vision at the bottom. Got a shot of him right there. Here's a look at the back with another shot of him, the bio, and then all the different characters in this Build-A-Figure Thor wave. And take a look at this side, we got another shot of him. And now we're back at the front. So without further ado, let's take a look to see how he's packaged within the plastic tray. Taking him out of the box, we just take the lid off like so. And here we have Vision. I don't think he comes with any accessories. I'll know for sure in the next clip once I actually take him out. I will say, he came with a Stormbreaker when this was released. Of course, I've taken the parts out because I've had it for a few years. But I just find it kind of funny because you all know he lifted Mjolnir in Age of Ultron. So I find it funny that they gave him the weapon of Thor's from this new era of Marvel movies and everything. So yeah, but with that all down, let's take him out and we'll see if he has any accessories in the next clip. And here we have Vision out of the box, and just like I kind of predicted, I think, or suspected, there were no accessories in the package. So let's talk about, before we get into the review, what he could have came with. Honestly, there was one accessory I think would have been cool to get, was an extra head, but it had like a translucent yellow beam coming out of the Mind Stone. That we can have the effect of him like shooting the laser out of the Mind Stone. I thought that would have been cool. The only other thing I could have thought of was maybe like a flight stand. I know we had one in the Loki pack for the Captain America Falcon figure from the original Disney Plus wave. But you could have had a flight stand and made him float in the air just a little bit. Probably would have been that tall, but it would have been something. So that's something I thought if you could have came with. But let me know in the comments below if there's any other things you could think of that Vision could have came with. With that all down, let's take a look at Vision. And here we have Vision up close and everything. Taking a look at the head sculpt. You got some silver underneath the neck between the cape. Not quite sure if you can see that, but there is some silver under there. Got a little silver on his chin. You got the yellow Mind Stone, which I think is pretty cool. Got some silver on the earpiece right there, and on the back of the head here with some more of that pink color, and some more of that silver on that side of the head right there. So yeah, taking a look at the body here. You got some green for basically the whole body. There's a little gold buckle on the belt there, down there. So you have that, and you got some little pink lines on his chest right here, I think, or somewhere right here, that connect to the arm right there. And a little bit pink on the side of his elbow, up by his shoulder right here, in that area. There is some color missing on this side, same with the legs, but you have that. Taking a look at the rest of the arm, you got some gold on his side of the arm right there. You got the pink hand for that, and then the same thing for this side. You got some of that pink going on to the elbow / upper arm piece right there. You got some of that pink missing on this side. You got some gold on this hand, and then just the pink hand for this hand as well. So yeah, taking a look at the legs here. For the thighs, on the upper thighs here, there is a little bit of pink there, but just like the hands, there's some pink missing on the side of the thighs right there. But you have that. And then the rest of the legs are green for the color of his suit. And for the boots here, there's some pink with some gold lines on the front there and on the side. So you have that. And taking a look at the cape here, I thought it didn't connect, but it does have a peg that connects. You could take the head off and take the cape off if you want, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it on. But you can't port it in there. It will stay in a bit, but it will come out eventually. But given that he has this neck attachment here, it won't come off. It will just be very flowy if you want it like that. So yeah, you have that. This is one of the cases where I don't mind the cape being plastic here. I like how it looks. Valkyrie, as I said, I think at that review, it was kind of weird having the cape free-flowing on one side and kind of staying still on the other. But for Vision, I like how it turned out. So it's one of the times where this type of material works. So you have that. But anyway, back to the cape here. It's gold with some pink, I think, throughout it. And it may be a little translucent. So yeah, you have that. Let's look at Vision from Captain America Civil War from the Avengers Endgame Wave 3. Let's take a look at articulation and then my final thoughts. Taking a look at articulation, he turns his head around 360 degrees like so. He can look down that far, so pretty good if you want him looking down. He can look up that far for the head, so again, a little pretty good, I think. He doesn't really go side to side. You can turn the arm around 360 degrees like so, pull it out like so, bend the elbow that far in, and it does bend down just a little bit. He does twist at the hand, and there's some articulation within the wrist there, so that's nice. For the other arm, it should be the same. Turn 360 degrees like so, pull the arm out like that, bend the elbow, and then twist at the hand, and then the wrist articulation right there. And then he does turn at the waist like so. He does bend that far down for the ab crunch and bend that far back even with the peg out of his back for the cape. So you have that. And then does he go side to side? He does not go side to side. He does kick up this far and he bends at the knee like so. And then he bends the foot up and down, and then does he go side to side? He does go side to side. So you have that. Should be the same for this leg. Kick up like that, bend it down like so, bend the foot down like so, bend it up like so, side to side, and then he doesn't really turn at any point of the legs. And something I actually forgot to add, and I think lately for all the reviews, is the splits. So he can do the splits like so. But yeah. Anyway, that's a look at articulation. Let's take a look at my final thoughts. Well, there you go. That is my review of Marvel Legends Vision from the Marvel Legends Captain America Civil War movie from Avengers Endgame Wave 3 line and everything. So overall, I'm happy with how he turned out. I will say I do wish he did come with some extra accessories, like I mentioned, maybe like a head with the laser beam coming out from the Mind Stone, or even a flight stand to make him float. If y'all have any other ideas for accessories that he could have came with, let me know in the comments below. So with that, just let me know your thoughts of Vision, just overall, in the comments below. And so with that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all next one. Take care.